Hi everybody, welcome back to my next episode of Real Estate Stuff Explained. And I want to do a quick video on real estate assignments. So these assignments typically happen with new builds. Sometimes it's a house, but more often than not, it's a condo. Here's the definition. A real estate assignment, it's a transaction where someone transfers their legal rights and obligations under an agreement of purchase and sale to another party. So they then close the purchase transaction with the developer. Typically, there's two closings. The first one is between the original buyer and the new buyer. That first buyer, they're called the assignor, and the second buyer is the assignee. And you'll see these terms referenced on the assignment forms. The second closing will happen between the assignee, the second buyer, and the builder. So let's look at a real world example. Let's say Mary bought a property from a builder 4 years ago and she paid $500,000. A typical deposit is 20%, so Mary gave the builder $100,000. It's now 4 years later and Mary is looking to sell to John for $600,000. Here's how it plays out. John, he'll repay Mary the $100,000 deposit. Now, Mary usually gets this money right away. In an ideal world for Mary, John also has Mary's $100,000 profit that he could also give her right away, but this isn't really that common, especially with first-time buyers. They don't have all that money. So what normally happens is Mary and John, they agree to a deal. Mary, she then has to get consent from the builder to allow this assignment. And this consent usually costs Mary between $1,000 and $5,000 depending, because the builder, they have to redo all the paperwork and they have to put John's name everywhere Mary's name used to be. And once the builder consents, as I said before, John returns Mary her $100,000 deposit money. And effectively, John is jumping into Mary's shoes in the eyes of the builder. So as far as the builder is concerned, it's like John is the original buyer. When the time comes to occupy the condo, John would then interim close with the builder. And on final closing, when the building registers and John gets a mortgage, he'd pay the builder the $400,000 balance he owes as per the original contract, and he would give Mary his $100,000 profit, her $100,000 profit. And just a quick note, Mary, she's responsible to the CRA to pay any taxes on this assignment. So speak to your accountant, you have to understand your tax obligations. And there you have it, a real estate assignment in a nutshell. I realize there's some unanswered questions. It's not easy talking about the whole process in a couple of minutes. So feel free to get in touch with me. And as always, I love doing these videos. Like, share, and we'll talk soon.